Good day, investors. Welcome to the 17th of December 2014. The stock to be traded today is called CFR, and the last traded price was 104.99 cents. The action on this trade is to do a short, with the objective to trade a share from a high level to a low level. The entry level will be within the dotted blue line of 105.44, and the stop loss to be used on the red line is 107.50. The target level is the green line of 101.32 cents. Looking at the current open trades, MDC, Shoprite and MTN, they are still open. Shares that's been closed on the 15th of December was SA Breweries and FSR. Looking at the top 40 index, this is the top best 40 shares on the JSE. The blue line is the index movement, and as you can see, they're still trading under the 5-day moving average and the 20-day moving average as well. Looking at the Dow Jones, we had a public holiday. Yesterday on Tuesday, the Americans and the Europeans were open. The Americans lost about 111 points, and they're currently trading on the blue line here on a level of 17,068 points. Currently, the rand and dollar is trading at a level of 11.68, and gold is trading just under $1,200 per ounce. Now, the Americans came down here with a lot of fear for the closeout on the markets tomorrow, especially on Thursday. And today it's the Fed meeting in regards to interest rates, and the markets are quite mixed at this moment. Nobody knows what the expectation could be on when the next interest rate hike will happen in 2015. So Russia is also under the thinking of the markets at this moment, and they're following that markets quite high and with aggression that caused this markets to be quite volatile. If you're going to look at the J200, the J200 is basically the top 40 shares on the JSE again. Now the futures are showing a bit of a positiveness opening this morning after they went through back to this levels of 41,000 levels, 41,200 through the course of the futures. But they show a bit of a strong opening. You can see how this downward channel is playing down here after they broke to 61%. Or the 42,887 points coming down. And looking at your Bollinger Bands, look at this channel coming down, so it's actually a very nice confirmation of this breakdown. But now the problem will be, will this be the balance starting to move up? Positive news coming to the market and start to push it upwards again? Will you most probably see bargain hunters coming in very soon? Or will the guys go and have Christmas and come back early in the January next year and physically trade the market? We need to see. Now, currently the US futures are about 32 points stronger for opening late afternoon, but the European futures are about 52 points negative. That is a huge difference in futures and direction. That is why it's mixed. Let's go look at some shares here. Shoprite. Now, Shoprite did come down, but it's still trading beneath on the top here of 156 rand and the low here of 151 rand 59. That's the current trading range. Need to see if it's going to break this levels upwards or this level downwards for more better direction. Looking at Woolies, also in a downward channel. Current low is 74.66, but this share traded here at 73.87. So this share is also coming down here to almost a level of 72.99, in between the green and the purple, confirming the downward movement there as well. Looking at Mr. Price, finding a lot of support here, and you can see this momentum is totally to the side. The share did come down a lot. Let's go to the banking shares. Barclays Bank came down, broke this 171.63. Next low could be expectations 168.24, and now the share could start moving in a downward momentum as well. Looking at Standard Bank, also lost a bit of momentum, and look at this now, high, low, high, low, high, low. So we need to see if this is going to be the balance going up again. from the level of 135.96. If it needs to break, it needs to break this middle green Bollinger Band here on the level of 138.45 to go physically higher. Let's go and look at your telecommunications like MTN, still in the downward channel, in the big channel and the small channel going down, but it's finding support here 210 at this moment. Now, for this share really to recover from this bottom here, it needs to break this 220 and to go higher. That's the change of the momentum. But currently it's testing this 210, as you can see. Looking at Vodacom, now Vodacom came down to this low here of 122. So the momentum is huge there on the system, on the specific trade, testing the bottom. So we need to see a look at the SPU 14.2. It's cheap, and traders are going to look for bargains very soon, but we need to see if the volumes are going to be there. And remember, first there's closeout on futures that cause more volatility to happen. Looking at IPL, Imperial, and you can see Imperial coming down nicely, struggling to break this 170s at this moment to go back to the 165s in this downward channel here. Imperial, well done Imperial. Came back to our lows here of 94s, went a bit lower to almost 93 Rand in a downward channel. Well done. Now you need to see if it's going to break the 61% level. Will it bounce up, or will it go further down back to the under the 90 Rand levels to be traded? Old Mutual also did very well. Broke this bottom here of 34 Rand, coming down, trading at 33 Rand. Need to see if it can bounce a bit up or come back to the 32 Rand 55. So there's some shares that's coming from the highs, and there's some shares that's currently on the lows. Enjoy your trading.